We will start.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Gersham.
How are you?
I'm
Hi,
good, thank
Lori.
you.
Good, good,
Hi,
good.
Lori.
Hi.
Hello, Lori.
Hi, how are you? Musta?
Parang kakatapos nila sa interview.
Yeah, we have actually we have a party here. People are just leaving my niece's birthday. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I'm gonna be doing saan ka sa Pilipinas?
Sa Quezon City po, Fairview.
Okay.
So, I think we can start.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Good morning. Yes, we will have our webinar, and I'm so excited to share this to you because right now it is the right time to really engage in this new technology because right now in our situation we have a pandemic and there's no we need to have a way to find a way to have an online income. And fortunately, I found this business and I'm excited to share this to you because before um, I do a lot of online activities. We can publish books to have affiliate to have a royalties, for example, in Amazon, and then we can have I, s- I sell groceries in Shopify, and then I can sell digital books and digital products from ClickBank. So there's a lot of way to earn online. But when I found this business, and definitely this is something that really something new, just like an internet. Those people who engaged earlier from this technology, from the internet, they are the one who got the most money or they got good business. For example, the Jack Ma for the Alibaba. And right now, this technology, the blockchain technology, the Bitcoin, the digital currency, definitely we will be engaged, and then we will be the first adopter or the one who first get involved, and definitely we will have a good source of income with this technology. That's why I'm so excited to share this to you. And one thing that I'm really excited is I want to help because right now we have a lot of friends who don't have work, those businesses who already closed.
Alam ko, tawag mo
So
yung tawag sa inyo.
with,
Sa mga
with, with this business, we
Okay.
will earn a lot in spite of being in this pandemic. So without further ado, I will introduce our guest from the US. Actually, he's a founder members of these VBit Technologies. He's a veteran U.S. Army as a paratrooper, so he's a well-disciplined guy, and I'm really inspired by this guy because he's really aimed to really help people to reach a financial freedom. So and praise God that we have this guest speaker. And he also have this knowledge in terms of blockchain technology, those Bitcoin mining. Definitely with this webinar, you will learn a lot, and you will see the vision or the one that I've seen in his business because in this activity you will earn a lot of Bitcoin, and it's not just a money that it's more on daily residual income from Bitcoin. So without a further ado, let us welcome Gersham.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Johnson. I really appreciate that. And welcome everyone that's on this webinar today. I'm glad you guys are here, and thank you for your time to spend time with us, myself and Johnson. And thank you, Johnson, for such a wonderful opportunity to talk to your friends and family and associates. I really appreciate that. And so my name is Gersham Folcott. I'm from the US. I was born in Jamaica originally, but then I came to the US when I was 18. Finished my schooling here in the US. I was in the military, like Johnson mentioned. Done a few things. I've been a loan officer. I've owned my own business, a construction electrician. But now I'm with this company called VBit Technologies, and I'm not sure how much you guys may know about Bitcoin. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you are intrigued by it. But what we do at VBit Technologies is Bitcoin mining. And if you are not familiar with Bitcoin mining, then I'm going to share that information with you to get you, somewhat familiar with what we do, and also how you can have an opportunity with this company and this new technology, just like Johnson was mentioning. Johnson, do I have access to share my screen?
Yes, I made you as a host.
Okay, awesome. So before I go into the presentation, I want to show you guys a really short video. And this video is going to really, pique your interest. It's going to whet your appetite, so to speak, before we get into the presentation, to give you an idea of what we're talking about. And it's not just my company that's involved with it, but these are well-known people. That some of them that you may know, you've seen on television, and they're telling you their opinion of this new technology, Bitcoin, and what they think it's going to do for the future. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share this video with you. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. All right, so let's go ahead and check out this video real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, let's go.
So that I think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. The one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency.
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and people have made fortunes on Bitcoins.
I'm a believer that in 4 years, something like that, Bitcoin will be about a 5% market share of the earth. And it's a better currency. It's decentralized, open. It's transparent. Everybody knows what happens on the blockchain. It is. I eventually want to have a fund where I take in Bitcoin and I fund everybody in Bitcoin, and they pay their employees and suppliers in Bitcoin, and then I pay my investors in Bitcoin, because I would require no accounting, no legal, no bookkeeping, no custody. It would all be done.
When I talk to people, I said, what do you think will be here in 2040, approximately 22 years from now? Will gold still be here? Well, it's been here since eternity. Will the dollar be here?
Right.
I don't think so. And will blockchain be here? I think so. So that's really the way I look at the world of money and currencies, is what's going to be here in 22 years.
This is money that works like your email, and that was the aha moment for us.
I'll say the same thing I said 6 years ago when it was at $80 a coin, which is, it is the single best hedge against the traditional financial infrastructure. Whether you support fiscal and monetary policy or not, it doesn't matter. This is the schmuck insurance you have under your mattress.
Our next speaker is a serial entrepreneur with over 15 years of leadership experience. He started out young. At the age of 13, he started his first business, a computer manufacturing and programming consulting company, and had a successful exit of over $1.6 million by the age of 15. I think at that age, I was still asking my parents for allowance. So, speaking on the topic of mining within the bear market, is there any hidden profitability? Please put your hands together to welcome the CEO of VBit Technologies, Danh Vo.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As Anne introduced, my name is Danh Vo. I am the founder and CEO of VBit Technologies, and today I will be talking to you about mining in a bear market, which we are currently in a bear market, as most of you might already know and should know, right? But is that really a bad thing, or is there hidden profitability behind it?
Most people think that banks make money by lending or investing. Actually, that is just a small portion of the bank's profits. Banks make most of their money by setting up computers to process transactions and keep accounting of everyone's accounts. When you send money to your friends, family, or to purchase something, the computers process the transactions and ensures that you have the right account balance after the transaction has been made. For example, when you make a purchase with a credit card terminal is just taking the purchase amount from your account and crediting the merchant's account. In return for the computer's work, banks and credit card companies receive an average of 5% in fees worldwide. Did you know that over $5 trillion move around the world every day? That means that we're paying banks over $250 billion every day just for setting up and maintaining their computers to process the transactions. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to set up a computer to process financial transactions and get paid for each transaction just like the banks? Now we can. Bitcoin is revolutionizing the financial industry and making it possible for everyday people to benefit from all of the financial transactions that happen every day, just like the banks. More and more merchants are accepting Bitcoin for payment every day. People are starting to utilize Bitcoin to pay and send money. Even the state of Ohio in the United States is accepting Bitcoin for payment of business taxes. Bitcoin's transaction volume has already surpassed PayPal, Discover, American Express, and catching up to Mastercard and Visa. Every time someone uses Bitcoin, the owners of the computer servers called Bitcoin mining rigs get paid the transaction fees for having the computers process the transaction. This is an opportunity of a lifetime to be able to make a passive income by having computers do all the work while we get paid, just like the banks have been doing for decades. So what are you waiting for?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So I wanted to show you guys that video to kind of open your mind a little bit into the topic that we're going to go into, which is Bitcoin mining, right? And the beginning of the video, if you notice, all those gentlemen on the video that were talking about Bitcoin, they're all multi-billionaires. So think about that, right? These guys are all multi-billionaires, and they're telling us about this new technology and what they think about it, and they're already involved with it, right? So if multi-billionaires are already doing it, right, why shouldn't we be involved with it? And this is a chance, I believe, for the average person to be involved with something like this that can revolutionize our entire financial system. Now, let me go into this presentation. Once again, my name is Gersham. Welcome and thank you for being here, and thank you for inviting me as well. So, you know, when we think about our company, VBit Technologies, one of the things that we try to, impress upon people is that, look, having a traditional 9-to-5 job, it just doesn't get you to where you want to be financially, right? And I believe that everyone should aspire to be financially independent and to be financially free. But if you're doing a 9-to-5 job, in your mind, that should be a temporary situation, because you should be thinking about what do you need to do to make sure that you can become financially independent for yourself and for your family. Because if you're doing a 9-to-5 job, you go to work and you work for someone else, what you're really doing is helping that person to fulfill their dreams, right? You're working for someone else to fulfill their dreams. But you got to stop and think, what about your dreams? Right? What about your financial independence, your financial future? And we believe that we have an opportunity that will allow anyone, right? Anyone to have the chance to fulfill their own financial dream and become financially independent. Okay. Now, the video that we played earlier, actually the last person in that video, that's our CEO. And at the end of the presentation, I'm going to, talk to you a little bit about him. Very good, decent young man. It's actually a genius, I believe. Started his first business when he was only 13 years old. So think about that. So this slide right here, there's approximately $5 trillion that gets processed around the globe on a daily basis throughout the banking system. And the banks are charging fees to move that money around. So for example, if you send a wire transfer to someone, or, if someone send a remittance, or if you're using your credit card or debit card, all of those transactions have to get processed by the banking system. And so the banking system are charging approximately 3 to 5% in fees to process those transactions, right? So on a daily basis, the banks are making around $250 million, $250 million per day just to make those transactions. And the reason why that's important, because what Bitcoin mining does, it puts us in the same situation as the banks, right? Because what Bitcoin mining is when anyone uses Bitcoin. So for example, if I send someone Bitcoin, let's say I send Jill some Bitcoin, right? Then that transaction has to get processed. There have to be a system in place that's going to do the debit and credit, right? Debit the Bitcoin from my Bitcoin wallet and credit the Bitcoin in Jill's Bitcoin wallet, right? So for that process right there, the Bitcoin mining, that's what Bitcoin mining is all about, is processing the transaction when Bitcoin is used. And so for doing that transaction as Bitcoin miners, we get rewarded with Bitcoin for doing that. That is all Bitcoin mining is. So sometimes people hear it and it sounds a bit complicated. To simplify it, all it really is just processing the transactions on the blockchain, the Bitcoin network, when Bitcoin has been sent, received, or whenever anyone spend Bitcoin, okay? So if it's the first time hearing about Bitcoin, right? I'm going to assume that some of you guys here have heard about Bitcoin in some way, shape, or form. Some of you guys maybe even using Bitcoin or trading Bitcoin. But if someone is on this webinar for the first time and it's their first time hearing about Bitcoin, I want to play you a very short video that's going to give you a really bird's eye view of exactly what Bitcoin is, okay? It's very short, less than 2 minutes, but I think it's important for you to understand what Bitcoin is, and more importantly, what Bitcoin means to the average person. Check it out.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Bitcoin has a number of advantages compared to other payment options. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the internet without going through a bank or clearinghouse and is not controlled by any government. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account belongs only to you and cannot be frozen. There are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Bitcoin is changing finance in people's lives the same way the internet did. Over $5 trillion get moved around the world every day. The way we're used to doing this is through banks, PayPal, or companies like Western Union. Sending money this way costs an average of 5% fees worldwide. That means we are talking about over $250 billion in fees every day. With Bitcoin, everyone has access and the average transaction fee is only a few cents. Over 2 billion people in the world still do not have access to a bank account or any financial products like credit cards and debit cards, which means all of their assets are in their home. If there is a robbery, a fire, a flood, or anything else like that, they lose everything. Did you know that there are more people with a cell phone connected to the internet than there are people with access to running water? This enables them to use Bitcoin to protect their assets and participate in e-commerce and world trade. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish.
Okay, so awesome. I just let some people in. I was waiting, so give me a second. There's some people in the waiting room. Let me let them all in. All right. Okay, we're good. So think about it. That video has so much information in it, and one of the most important information in that video, when I first came across this video, is the fact that there are more people right now in the world that have access to the internet than there are people that have access to clean drinking water, right? And the reason why that's important, and the reason why Bitcoin is important for that purpose, is because Bitcoin is a decentralized currency. It's the very first decentralized currency ever in the world, right? And so what decentralized means is that no one owns it. No government owns it. No corporation owns it. No individual owns it. It's completely decentralized, and it's maintained by thousands and thousands of computer networks around the world, right? So why is that important? Because by Bitcoin being decentralized, then anyone that have access to the internet can receive, send, and spend Bitcoin, and they don't need to have a bank account. There are many people right now in the world that they're deemed to be unbankable for whatever reason, right? Maybe they're in a rural area, maybe they're in, undeveloped country, whatever the case may be. They don't have access to the banking system. But with Bitcoin, as long as someone has access to the internet and they have a smartphone or a laptop, a computer, a tablet, as long as they have anything that can give them access to the internet, then they can use Bitcoin, right? And that's a very powerful thing. That's something that I don't think that anyone should take lightly, right? Now, let's look at this for a second. Many people compare Bitcoin to gold. As a matter of fact, they call Bitcoin digital gold, right? And actually, Bitcoin, to me and to many others, have more features than it, right? Because if you take gold, for example, it's very difficult to transport gold, right? Right now, I don't think anyone can walk into a store and use gold to purchase something, right? I think, can you mute yourself, please, if you don't mind? All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay, so Bitcoin is considered digital gold, right? Now, I want you guys to look at the slide for a second. Ever since Bitcoin came out in 2009, it has been gaining increasing value over time. And when you look at a yearly transaction, Bitcoin is having more yearly transactions than PayPal, Discover, and American Express combined. And American Express been around for at least 60, almost 70 years, right? So think about that. Bitcoin been around for like 10, 11 years, and it's already having more annual transactions than American Express, Discover Card, and PayPal combined. Now, last week, PayPal actually is now going to allow their customers to actually use Bitcoin, to use PayPal to buy and store Bitcoin on PayPal. That's a big deal. What that means is that they're going to bring Bitcoin to the average person, and that's what this is all about. This is about giving the average person access to this new technology so we don't get left behind all over again like we always do, right? You see those in the beginning video, all those guys are billionaires. They're already involved with Bitcoin. But here's the thing. Every single person right now have access to Bitcoin. And our company, I believe, is playing a very important role to giving the average person access to Bitcoin. All right? Now, I want to share some numbers with you guys. So I see some chat coming in. Guys, do me a favor. Can you hold your questions until the end? At the end, I'll do a Q&A. But if I have to stop to answer every question as it comes up, it's going to make the presentation way long. It's going to interrupt the flow of the presentation. So do me a favor, hold the questions to the end. At the end, I promise you, I will do a Q&A, okay? Let me just let this person in the webinar. Let me clear this chat thing real quick. All right. Got you. All right, cool. Okay, so let's keep it going. Now, look at the slide. And this is a very, very important slide. So when Bitcoin first came out, right, it didn't really have a value. And when they first started tracking the price of Bitcoin, it came out in 2009. They didn't start tracking the price of Bitcoin until 2010. And in 2010, the price of one Bitcoin was 5 cents, 5 US cents for one Bitcoin, 2010. And so what this slide is saying to you, in 2010, if you had taken $100 US, just $100, and you put it in Bitcoin in 2010, when Bitcoin was 5 cents per Bitcoin, and the day when the slide was made, the price of Bitcoin, I think it was like $8,300, $8,300. Today, the price of Bitcoin is over 13,000, right? But let's stick with the price on the slide. If you are taking $100 US and put it in Bitcoin in 2010, your $100 when this slide was made at that price of $8,300, your $100 would turn to over $16 million. And I really wanted to process that for a second. $100 could turn to over $16 million when that slide was made at the price of $8,300. So imagine that $100 invested in Bitcoin in 2010 at today's price of 13,000 plus, what that $100 would have returned you. That has never been done ever. Bitcoin is the #1 performing asset in the world ever. Nothing performs like it. Not the stock market, not precious metals, not petroleum, energy. Nothing performs like Bitcoin, right? But if you think that's impressive, check this out. So what we do is we mine Bitcoin, as I explained in the beginning, right? We're Bitcoin miners. So that same $100 in 2010, if you had taken that $100, because in 2010, you could mine Bitcoin on a regular laptop. You can't do it today because the network has grown so big. You need specialized mining equipment to mine Bitcoin. But in the early days, in 2009, 2010, maybe up until around 2012, you can actually mine Bitcoin on your laptop computer. So if you had a good computer with a good graphics card, and you take that same $100 just to pay for the electric cost to mine the Bitcoin on your computer, right? That same $100, if you're mining Bitcoin, would have turned to over $250 million. Now think about that for 1 second. Can you think of anything, any other asset where you can put in $100 and that turned into either $16 million or $200 million? This Bitcoin, this new currency, have made more millionaires and billionaires than anything else in the world. And that's why they have coined the term. You hear people say Bitcoin millionaire or Bitcoin billionaire. That is true. Those are the people that got in way in the beginning. But the thing is, it's not too late, right? It's not too late. Here's a chance for anyone to get involved with this new technology. Now, I'm going to play you another short video, less than 2 minutes long. And again, what this video is going to do is give you a bird's eye view of what Bitcoin mining is all about. And then I'll come back on and explain in more details. But check out this video.
Bitcoin mining rigs consume large amounts of electricity, produces a lot of heat, and operates very loud. One mining rig consumes as much electricity as 40 refrigerators, produces enough heat to keep a 1,000 square feet home at 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the winter, and runs as loud as 2 vacuums. For these reasons, the average person cannot operate Bitcoin mining rigs in their homes and take advantage of the passive income stream like banks do. VBit Technologies offers a turnkey solution for average people to start making a passive income stream through Bitcoin mining without all the headaches of operating the machines. Our data centers are located in areas with the cheapest electricity rates, utilizing a combination of renewable energy sources. Custom built for Bitcoin mining, our data centers provide an environment with adequate ventilation to ensure the mining rigs do not overheat and maximizes the life of the machines so it can produce more profits for rig owners. This is an opportunity of a lifetime to be able to make a passive income by having computers do all the work while we get paid, just like the banks have been doing for decades. So what are you waiting for? Don't pass over this opportunity. Contact the person who shared this video with you or visit www.vbittech.com now for more information.
Okay, see, very short video, right? But I like these little short videos because, you know, sometimes, you know, I can say something, but the videos just paint a clearer picture for people. So I like to play this video. So let's talk about Bitcoin mining. As I was saying in the beginning, a few minutes ago, in the early days when Bitcoin first came out in 2009, 2010, up until around 2012, yes, you could mine Bitcoin if you have a good computer with a good graphics card, whether it's a laptop or a desktop. You actually could mine Bitcoin at home. But today it's impossible because now to mine Bitcoin, you need specialized mining rigs. They call them mining rigs, right? So one of those mining rigs, they use high voltage, right? And the the heat from one of those mining rigs puts off enough heat to warm 1,000 square foot home over 80 degrees. The electric cost for one of those machines is the equivalent of having over 40 refrigerators plugged into your home and is running 24/7. The noise that they make, one of those machines, the noise is equivalent to having 2 vacuum cleaners running 24/7. So imagine, even if you could get one of these machines in your house, imagine having something in your house that uses up enough electricity that's equivalent to 40 refrigerators. The noise is equivalent to 2 vacuum cleaners, and the heat is enough to warm a 1,000 square foot house, right? So you see the reason why you cannot mine Bitcoin at home today. But just because you cannot do Bitcoin mining at home any longer doesn't mean that you should miss out on this great opportunity. That's why companies like us, that's why we're here. So what we say is this: you purchase the mining machine. We house the mining machine in our data centers. We have 4 data centers. We're about to build another one. Actually, we're going to buy that one. It's in Montana in the US. So we have one in Colorado in the US. We have one in Ohio in the US. We have another one that's in Texas in the US. And we have one that's in Alberta, Canada. And we're looking to add another one, right? So you purchase the mining machine, the mining rigs. They go in our data center, right? You have your own Bitcoin wallet. As your machine mines Bitcoins every day, because when you purchase your mining machine, it's going to become part of a large mining pool. And then every day, as the pool is solving the algorithms that produce the Bitcoin transactions and get watered with Bitcoin, then you will get deposit in your Bitcoin wallet based on what you contribute to the mining pool. So what do I mean by that? There are different mining packages that we offer, and they range from $150 all the way to $50,000 and everything in between. And the reason why this is important, that means that there's no person that should not take advantage of this opportunity, because everyone can afford at least $150, right? And then if you can afford the higher machines, then you get a higher machine, because here's the thing. The more expensive the mining machine, the more powerful that machine is going to be. It's going to have more gigahash. Gigahash is just a fancy term for how powerful your mining machine is going to be, right? Now, all the machines mine Bitcoin, right? But obviously, the one that's more expensive is going to have more computer power, and it's going to mine more Bitcoin on a daily basis, okay? But the reason why I like this, because our system is designed where every single person, doesn't matter what your economic situation is, right? Every single person have an opportunity to be involved with this great technology. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, all right, that all sounds great, but if I'm going to get involved, I want to get involved with mining as much as I can, but I don't have $50,000, or I don't have $20,000, or I don't have $7,000, $6,000, $2,000, whatever. No problem, because the way our company is designed, you have to actually be on a payment plan for these machines. The only one that you cannot do a payment plan on is the 150, because it's only 150, right? So that one, you pay it up front, you get a mining machine, you start mining in a couple of days. All the others, from the silver, which is our starter plus, to our wealth builder, which is the black diamond, you can actually finance those. And the way it works is this. It's not really a finance, because we don't charge an interest on it per se, right? If we just want to give you an opportunity to where you can mine Bitcoin if you want to buy the higher packages. So the way it works is this. You put 50% down to package costs, right? So let's say, for example, you want to get a gold mining package, right? You put 50% down to $25.50, and then you get to choose if you want to pay off the other 50%, whether 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months, right? Once you purchase the machine, if you do the 50% down, we'll send you a document. On that document, you will get the chance to select. You want to do it 6 months, 12, whatever. And then the document comes back to us. Once that document comes back to us, your machine get hooked up on the blockchain and you start mining a couple of days from there. Okay, so that is the opportunity that every single person on this webinar have today to start mining with us. And the reason why I want to emphasize that opportunity is this opportunity wasn't available to a lot of people before now, right? In the early days, many people didn't even know what Bitcoin mining is. And those who are involved with Bitcoin mining, those are guys who are involved in the development of Bitcoin mining, right? And then you have other companies that offer Bitcoin mining, but you don't own the mining machines, right? You have a lot of companies that offer Bitcoin mining, but they're what you call cloud mining. So with cloud mining, you don't own the machines, the companies own the machine, right? And then you basically rent the machine from them, and then they get all the Bitcoin, right? And then they'll hold the Bitcoin, and then you can get it if you request it, right? Now, with us, you actually own the mining machine. Doesn't matter, whichever package that you decide to purchase, you own the rig. It's just that we house it in our data center. So if one day you decide that you want to have your mining machine shipped to you, all you need to do is contact us. We ship it to you because you own it, right? So we're selling the hardware. We're selling the actual mining rigs themselves. We use ASIC S19s. So we sell the mining machines. Someone just want to come and give me 1 second. So we sell the machines, and then once you purchase the machine, they go in our data center, but they belong to you. They go in our data center, and then as those machines perform in the blockchain in our overall pool, right? And as you mine Bitcoin every day, then that Bitcoin gets deposited into your very own Bitcoin wallet that you can take out and you can spend it, whatever you want to do with it, totally up to you. But fact of the matter is, the point is that the Bitcoin that you mine every day goes directly into your very own Bitcoin wallet. Okay. All right. So this is actually like the first part of the presentation, really. This part is about the opportunity. The company also have an affiliate program. Okay. And the affiliate program is just a referral program, meaning that if you know other people, you know, friends, families, co-workers, whatever, that you think will be interested in becoming a Bitcoin miner, and you also mine Bitcoin, and if you refer them to us, then you will get commission and bonus based on that. So I'm going to show you that real quick. This won't take long, okay? I know you guys are super, super busy. You have things to do. I don't want to hold you guys long, okay? So this portion of our business, we call it Be Your Own Boss. Like I was saying to you in the beginning, we strongly believe that every single person should take any opportunity that they get to become their own boss, because that's the only way that you can become financially independent. You will not be financially independent if you're doing a traditional job. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having a job. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? But what I'm saying to you is this: as you are working your job, you should be looking for opportunities where you can escape that and become your own boss, so you can become financially independent for yourself, for your family. Okay? And this program gives every single person that opportunity. Now, here's how the affiliate program works. With the affiliate program, there are 4 ways that the company will compensate you based on your performance as far as referring people to the company. So I'm going to go through 3 of them very briefly, because we do a compensation webinar every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which I guess is 9 a.m. in the Philippines, right? So every month, I guess it will be every Tuesday. So every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, we do a compensation webinar where we go through the entire compensation in details. But for the sake of time, and in this webinar, I'm going to go through the first 3 very briefly, and then the last one I'm going to go through in details, okay? All right, someone just want to come in 1 second. All right, good. So the first way that we're compensated with the affiliate program is what we call the instant referral commission. And the way that works is, if you refer someone to the company and the person purchased a mining machine, a mining package, then the company is going to pay you a commission of 6% because you made that referral. So whatever package the person purchased. So for example, let's say you refer someone and the person, the person gets a black diamond mining package, or most expensive package, $50,000. Then you will get $3,000 for making that that referral, right? And then on top of that, as you build a sales team within the organization, as your sales team refer people, then you will get additional override or additional commission because you made the initial referral. Okay, so right there, that's the first way the company compensates us. And then the other way the company compensates us is what we call the referral hash power bonus. And remember I mentioned hash power is just how powerful your computer is. So each one of these packages have a certain amount of hash power that goes with the package to mine Bitcoin. So when you refer someone, the company will give you a portion of their hash power goes to you so you can mine more Bitcoin. Now, we don't take the hash power from the person you refer. They will get the entire of hash power that goes to the package they purchase. But the company will give you a percentage of the hash power, it's the equivalent, add on to your hash power so you can mine more Bitcoin. And that referral hash power is good for 1 year. So so for example, if you refer someone, right, and they get a mining package, whatever hash power goes with that package, you will get the equivalent of 10% of that added on to the hash power you already have for 1 year so you can mine more Bitcoin. All right, that's the second way. And then the third way the company compensates us is once you start to do their affiliate program, then you will have a chance to build 2 teams within the company. And every single week, based on the performance of your team, the team that produced the least for that week, you will get a percentage of that production based on the mining package that you have. That's the third way, okay? Once again, every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., we do a very detailed presentation, a very detailed webinar about the compensation structure. So please join us Tuesday morning, 9 a.m., and we do it again. Okay, just as somebody else said. Okay, so let's look at the other way I was talking about that the company compensates us, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, so this portion of the compensation structure, we call this the Infinity Team Builders bonus. And this bonus is based on your ranking in the company. The company have a ranking system in place. And the ranking system is based on, your performance, how many people you refer, and how many sales members you have in your sales team and so forth. Those things will go towards you getting a different rank in the company. So once you become an area leader in the company and you and your sales team produce $5,000 in referrals, then the company will pay you an extra $100. And once your sales team produce $25,000 in referrals, then the company will pay you another $400 bonus. And once your sales team produce $100,000 in sales, then the company will pay you an extra $1,000. All right. Now, once you get to be the regional leader as part of the ranking system, and your sales team produce $500,000 in sales, then the company will send you on a $5,000 shopping spree. Now, with the shopping spree, it's a little unique. As you see on the screen, right? On one side, you see a nice red bottom shoes, maybe like a LV pocketbook or a Chanel pocketbook, right? On the other side, you see a nice Breitling watch, maybe a Hermes belt, something like that for gentlemen. And here's the thought process behind the shopping spree. On the shopping spree, you will be encouraged to purchase items that we call conversation starters. What does that mean? So let's say, for example, you're out and about, you're going to work or whatever, and you wear your nice Breitling watch, or your brand new red bottom shoes, or your brand new Chanel purse, and someone gives you a compliment on your watch, or your shoes, or your pocketbook, right? And you tell them that your company gave that to you as a bonus, then it's only natural, right? The next thing they're going to ask you is, what do you do for a living? What kind of work do you do, right? And the minute they ask you that question, then you get a chance to expose that person to your business and hopefully recruit them into your business as a referral, right? And build your business if you want to build a business. So that's the reason for the shopping spree, is for you to have some items that can generate conversations. And once you generate the conversations, then you have a chance to refer that person to the company and make a commission and build a sales team, okay? But if once you get to this, once you qualify for this bonus, if you don't want to go on the shopping spree, then the company will give you $2,000 in Bitcoin. So you have a choice. You don't have to go on a shopping spree. You don't want to go on a shopping spree? No problem. You get $2,000 in Bitcoin, okay? All right, check this out. Once you get to the national leader position in the company and your sales team produce $1 million in sales, then the company will send you and the family on an all expense paid vacation of $10,000 worth, right? All you have to do is get to the national leader position, your sales team produce $1 million in sales, and you get a $10,000 vacation, all paid for wherever you want to go, okay? All right. And then the next bonus is once you get to the national leader position in the company and your sales team produce $3 million in sales volume, then the company will buy you a brand new convertible BMW. All right. Now, if you don't want the BMW, right? Maybe you're done with cars. You got a couple of nice cars already, whatever the case may be. If you don't want the BMW, then the company will give you $20,000 in Bitcoin. So once again, it's a win-win, right? Once you hit this bonus, you can take the car or take the $20,000 in Bitcoin. It's really up to you. Whatever you want, you will get it. It's your choice, okay? All right. And then the next bonus is once you get to the global leader position in the company and your sales team produce $30 million in sales, then the company will give you $350,000 to purchase an automobile of your choice, exotic automobile. For example, if you like me and you like Lamborghini, then fine, get a Lamborghini. But maybe you don't like Lamborghinis because they're too low to the ground, they're too small, whatever, then you can get a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. Maybe you don't want those cars. Maybe you want to go fishing, you can get a boat. You know why? Because this bonus, you can purchase anything that has an engine as long as your budget is $350,000 or less. Anything that has an engine. That means that if you even want to get a nice two-seater airplane, fine, you can get that. The only stipulation is that your budget is $350,000 and you can purchase anything you want that has an engine in it, period, okay? Now, if you don't want a car or a boat or whatever, then we'll give you $150,000 in Bitcoin. So it's really up to you what you want. You want a nice car or a boat or whatever, fine. You don't want any of that, no problem. We'll give you $150,000 in Bitcoin, all right? Okay, all right. Now, once you get to the vice chairmanship, as far as the ranking, and your sales team produce $200 million in sales, then the company will buy you a brand new exotic house worth $1.5 million and will give you $100,000 to furnish that house. Okay, now, if you don't want the house, once again, you don't want a house worth 1.5 and $100,000 to furnish it, no problem. We'll give you $1 million in Bitcoin. Right? Now, what I say about these bonuses, because I know some of these numbers may look a little big, 30 million, 200 million. Here's what I say to people about that. As long as you're in the business and you're doing the referral program, you will get these bonuses. It's just a matter of when. We already have people that's already getting these bonuses. As a matter of fact, there's a lady on here that's going to do talk to us for a few minutes. Her name is Lori, a good friend of mine. Much respect for her. She already have her BMW. Right? So this is real, guys. The only reason why I'm bringing that up is to let you know this is real. It's not pie in the sky. It's not some fantasy stuff. This is real. There are people in our company getting these bonuses and making six figures. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you. This opportunity is not going to last forever. Okay? So if you are on this webinar, please make sure that you get back with Johnson or the person that invites you to the webinar. Make sure that they can answer your questions for you. Make sure you visit our website, vbitmining.com. Check out our website. If you have questions, email us, support@vbittech.com. Okay? But the most important thing is this. Do not pass up on this great opportunity with this brand new great technology. Okay? Now, this is the end of this presentation, but before I go to the Q&A, I'm going to make an introduction to a very dear friend of mine. Okay, she is from the Philippines, but I've known her for a couple of years. She's a good friend of mine. She's actually the #1 producer in our company. The #1 producer. She have referred the most people more than anyone else. She's a 100% genuine person and a true entrepreneur, a business person, and she would give you the shirt off her back. So, without further ado, please give a warm, nice welcome to Miss Lori Boco. Lori, it's all yours. You're on mute.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes.
Thank you, Gersham, for that nice introduction. I want to get back to you. You're also an amazing guy. Without you, you're always there for all of us in the office and also for everyone who needs your help. So you're always there early in the morning in the office, and you're the first person to come in and the last person to go home. So we also appreciate all your hard work, Gersham. And yeah, my background is, like I said, 2 years ago, I found this company. Actually, I want this for my husband because he was more interested in Bitcoin than me. I came on board with no background in Bitcoin. I heard about Bitcoin, but I don't really know the full extent of Bitcoin mining. But all I know, we have a CEO that I want to follow. He is, he's a serial entrepreneur. When he was 13 years old, he started building his own company already. At the age of 15, he sold it for 1.6 million and became self-made billionaire. Not only that, at the age of 17, he created another application that that German firm bought it for $175,000, and 2 years later, it became 191 million. So I was so impressed with their track record and history. I said, all I have to do is follow him, and that's what I did. I follow him. My first year, I started making over 6-figure income, and like Gersham said, I was the first one awarded 2020 convertible BMW, and this is my second year now, and I just retired my husband. He's only 57 years old, and also he's also going to have his BMW. So like Gersham said, all these bonuses that we have, out of that 6, I already have 4 of them. So everything is possible. You guys, you cannot ask for a better company to come in. This is the right time, the right company, the right opportunity, and the right technology. So I'm super excited for all of you. You know, Johnson is a great leader, and I can see, you know, his group is growing very fast, and all you have to do is listen to him and build the business together. This is like a big happy family, guys. I'm so happy to be part of VBit. I'm so blessed. I can't be grateful and thankful enough for the company that I found VBit just in time in my life that I needed it. So you guys cannot ask for a better company. Like I said, you know, our future is so bright in this company. We have more things coming, and we're going to be a full financial services in the future, and awesome. I can't stress enough, guys. You came in at the right time. You know, if you had come in 2 years ago, you probably say, "Low, this company is, you know, is slow." But I'm telling you, right now we are debt free. Like Gersham said, we're having another data center that we're going to buy, and we're just expanding very, very rapidly. And our group is growing now all over the world. We are now, I believe, over 16 countries, and growing more every day. So you just listen to Johnson, and you know, follow the training every Monday, Tuesday. We have a lot of training that available for you guys. All you have to do is plug in and learn the business. And I can see that, you know, Philippines has a lot of potential to grow in this business. I know that because Filipino people are very hardworking people, and when they see an opportunity, they always work hard. They always don't want to miss it. So, and I know that I'm the living proof that this is working, and we are 100% transparent. I know that some of you probably have a background of losing some money in other company. I'm sorry to hear that. I did too. But thank God, through this company, a lot of my friends recover our losses. Not only recovered, but also made a lot of money. So to this day, there's no month that I don't make $30,000, $50,000 a month. So I'm next year, I probably, right now I'm making multiple 6-figure income, and I wouldn't be surprised if next year the way the company is going, that I'll be making 7-figure income. So you guys, you can come in for a trip. And like I said, we are in the best company right now, best opportunity, and the right time. So good luck, everyone. And Gersham, I'm gonna get back to you.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. And
You're
I have
welcome.
I have so much respect for you, Lori, for you and Fred. You guys are just awesome people. You know, you work hard, and you know you give your all to everyone. I mean, like, you know, I said it before, like you would give someone the shirt off your back. That's the kind of person you are, and that's the reason why you are being so successful in the company. You know, I mean, you just said, and I was trying to relate to everyone on the webinar that this is real. You literally making $30,000-$40,000 a month. Like she's right there. She's on a webinar. Like, this is not made up, right? And so the opportunity is there. It's just a matter of, you know, do you want to take advantage of it? Do you want to be a part of this new technology, this new revolution, right? It's completely up to you. Like, you know, we can only bring you the information, but you have to take that next step, right? You have to really want it. You have to see the vision and stretch your mind and believe that this new technology, Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining, can benefit you and your family, because it's better than all the rest of us. Okay. So what we're gonna do right now, thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
We're gonna do, absolutely. If anyone have any questions, we can definitely do a Q&A. So if you have any questions, guys, please, you know, unmute yourself and ask a question, or you can put it in the chat. Okay, totally up to you. Okay, I see in the chat someone put earlier, how is your money protected? Who is the one that protects it? So your money, your Bitcoin, your Bitcoin goes into your Bitcoin wallet. So as your machine mines Bitcoin every day, and the amount of Bitcoin you mine per day is going to depend on the machine that you have. You know, we have, like, you know, a bronze package, or silver, gold, whatever. And then every day, as your machine is mining Bitcoin, it gets deposited directly into your Bitcoin wallet, and then from there you can take it out and, you know, send it to a third party exchange like Coinbase or whatever, and put in your bank account. I'm not sure if you guys have Coinbase in the Philippines, but whatever exchange you use, and then you can spend it that way. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I would like to get a few more testimonials. If Miss India is on a webinar, Miss India, can you just say a few words in terms of, you know, your experience so far with VBit Technologies and what it's doing for you? And also, Miss Kimberly, if you don't mind, I would love to hear from you. Miss India or Kimberly?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good night.
Hi.
Good night. You guys can hear me well?
Yes, we can, Kimberly.
Hi. Well, my name is Kimberly Dean. I've been with the company for about a year when it was now starting up, and it was being like really great for me. I love the company. It does so much, and yeah, I've been in here and it really works. I encourage everybody else, if you're new, you should definitely get on board, and everybody is willing to help you if you have any questions. You have Gersham, you have so many other people to answer any question you have, and they're always available to answer your questions. And yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Miss India, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, my name is India. I'm in Philadelphia, and I've been in the business about a year. And in the beginning, of course, I was skeptical like most, but I see is very beneficial. I'm looking forward to what's to come. I do appreciate the opportunity, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. And I want to be one of those people one day to get the BMW or that shopping spree.
That's right. I like to hear that. That's nice.
Yes, sir.
All
This
right.
is the business to get into. This is the way of the future.
It certainly is. Certainly. I thank you for saying that. This definitely, you know, there's a shift that's taking place right now in the global financial system. And it's important that everyone really pay attention to what's going on. You know, right now we're about to enter like a global recession. You know, we have a pandemic, and you know, so people losing their jobs. I know, you know, people losing their jobs here in the U.S. And so it's a great opportunity for anyone, you know, to really, you know, make a difference in their lives financially. So hopefully everyone that's on the webinar can take advantage of that. Gel, you want to say a few words as far as testimonials, sir?
Sure. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you first to Gersham and Johnson for, you know, for the opportunity, and definitely thank you to Laurie for her testimony and all the kind words that she shared. So I've been with the company since 2018 when the company started, and eventually I bought a package, and yeah, my package has been making money. Just like we say, you go to bed, you wake up, teaching, your money is over there. So it's been a great experience, and
you froze, Gel. I think you have some
I
Wi-Fi.
definitely look forward to all the great things that the company has in store for us. You guys in the Philippines, please don't the same opportunity. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you were freezing there for a second. Your audio was kind of choppy, but yeah, I think we got the gist of it, and you know, I appreciate you coming on and saying that, and you're more than welcome, you know, to be on the webinar. That's awesome. And yeah, I know that you're a great leader, Gel. I mean, I see you in the company. I see the things that you're doing. You know, I see that you're a great leader to Johnson. I see you guys communicating all the time, which is awesome. And, you know, so it's a great opportunity. I just can't say enough about what we do here and the opportunity that we have for everyone. So yes, you know, guys, if you're on here, please make sure, you know, you reach back out to Johnson so he can, you know, answer the questions you have. And if you have a question, you can always reach out to Johnson, or Johnson can reach out to myself or Gel, and we're more than happy to answer your questions for you. And also make sure that you visit our website.
Gersham?
Yes.
Can I, before you, I want to say something when you finish, okay?
Yes, go ahead, Laurie.
Yeah. Hey, the jail. Also, you guys, I just want to get back to the jail. Actually, the jail is a very, I know him over a year ago now, and he's a very persistent man. I mean, he doesn't take no for an answer. And then he also, you know, I know that he's gonna go places in this business because he's very, you know, persistent, and he's very, you know, very ambitious guy. So I know that if you just follow the jail, you guys gonna go up the top. And I have confidence that he will go somewhere, because I just know the way he is. So congratulations, the jail. You're growing your business in the Philippines. Great job.
Thank you so much, Laurie. Thank you.
I'm very proud of him too. Someone have a question in the chat. Someone asked, how is Bitcoin different between other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum? So Ethereum is I mean, okay, so the first thing that makes Bitcoin different is that Bitcoin is decentralized. Ethereum is not decentralized. Ethereum, it is a blockchain. It's its own separate blockchain. But number one, it's not decentralized. And there is not a limited supply. So for example, Bitcoin is, number one, is decentralized. And number two, there's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be mined. And the last Bitcoin will not be mined until the year 2140, right? Now, Ethereum, number one, is not decentralized, and it's not, there's not a limited supply. We don't even know how many Ethereum, there's no limit to Ethereum. So it's not a scarce commodity, so to speak, right? So it's a good blockchain. A lot of the other cryptocurrencies are tokens. They're built on Ethereum because it's really good for that. It's good for building smart contracts and things like that. But when look, there's a reason why Bitcoin is 13,000. Think about this for a second. There's a reason why Bitcoin is 13,000 and Ethereum is 400. That's a big difference. And the two biggest difference is that Bitcoin is completely decentralized. No one owns it. We know Vitalik Buterin owns Ethereum. We know that he created Ethereum with some other guy. So we know who created Ethereum, right? But Bitcoin, no one owns it. And it's limited in supply. So when you think about the fact that it's limited in supply, then you have to think about the supply and demand and economics. The more demand increase, you have a high demand for an asset that is scarce. That only means one thing: a spike in price. And that's the reason why Bitcoin has gone from a fraction of a penny to $20,000 in 2017, and now it's back to $13,000 plus. And most analysts right now that's looking at Bitcoin is predicting that by the end of next year, Bitcoin could be anywhere from 30, 40 to even $100,000 per Bitcoin, right? So is there a use case for other tokens? Because most of the other, people call them cryptocurrencies, they're not currencies, they're tokens, right? They're tokens that you can use within that ecosystem. So there's nothing that compares to Bitcoin. Nothing, absolutely nothing. All right. Is there any other question? Yes.
Yeah. Actually, you already answered this question before, but I just want to ask this again so that our participants will know about this topic. How will I will explain to someone that this is not a scam? Because a lot of Filipinos already involved in the Bitcoin system, but most of them got scammed. And I found out that DJL, Lori, and I also got scammed before. And then when I found this business, and when I found out this is really a legit and there's a really Bitcoin mining takes place, and I jump in. That's why I try to share this to everyone because I want to help them also to recover.
Yeah. So that question comes up a lot because you're right. There's so many people that have been scammed before because there are a lot of mining companies that call themselves mining companies, but they weren't really mining companies, right? A lot of them are doing cloud mining. And that's the reason why the US made cloud mining in the US is illegal. So a couple of things. One, if you come across a mining company and you have to use a VPN to access their platform, then that's a red flag right there. Number two, if you don't have access to your own Bitcoin, that's another red flag, right? With us, you have access to your Bitcoin, you have your own Bitcoin wallet, and you can go straight to a website. There's no VPN you have to go through, okay? And I personally know the CEO, as a friend of mine. I know the CEO, I know the vice chairman, right? And think of this also. No company is going to tell you that they're a scam, right? So if we were a scam, we're not going to say yes, we're a scam, right? That doesn't make any sense, right? So that question comes up because people have been scammed before, and it's a legitimate question. So the only thing I can say to you is this: talk to the people that's involved in the company, right? Visit their website, right? And then look at the fact that you actually own your equipment. If you see a mining company and you don't own the equipment, then I'm not saying that it's a scam, but that's a red flag also. But we are very transparent. As a matter of fact, we don't like to use this because the SEC doesn't like us to use this. But one of the things that we did just as a proactive is that we registered with the SEC in the US, which is a governing body for any financial company out there. We didn't have to do that, but we did it just for the sake of full transparency. And then I know the CEO. I mean, the guy's already wealthy, didn't have to do this business, but he did it because we recognized the opportunity for everyone, for the average person. And there's no other company out there like this, guys. I'm telling you right now, you can scrub the internet. You will not find another company like this out there, nowhere. So that's kind of the best way I can answer that question. You know, if someone has been burned before, if they have been scammed before, sometimes it doesn't matter what you say, they're going to be skeptical. That's just the way, that's just reality, right? I know if I've been burned before, if I was scammed before, I'm going to be super skeptical. I may come across a great opportunity, but because I've been scammed before, I'm going to be very skeptical and I might miss out on an opportunity, right? But I do know for a fact that if this company was a scam, I wouldn't be a part of it, right? I just wouldn't. So I've never been a part of any Bitcoin mining company before. I've been involved in cryptocurrency. I trade cryptocurrency, but I've never been involved with any other Bitcoin mining company before. So that's kind of the best answer I can give to you for that. I do see a question in the chat. Give me 1 second. Are there shops or establishments in the Philippines that are already using Bitcoin? I'm not sure. Johnson, can you answer that question?
Yeah, actually, we can have the access right now in Bitcoin using the Coins PH. So the SEC here is already, or the bank, or the BP, the Bank of the Philippines already have this controlled. So when we talk about the access on the Bitcoin, yeah, we have this system already taking place in Philippines. We have the coins.ph. We can have our own Bitcoin address, and then we can transfer the mined Bitcoin in this VBit company, and then transfer to coins.ph account. Or yeah, we are so also excited also because I heard that the company VBit Technology will also link this mined Bitcoin into Visa or Mastercard or the debit card. So we're really excited for that.
Yeah, that's something that we're working on in the pipeline. But also, Johnson, do you guys have PayPal over there?
Yes, we have PayPal.
Okay, so in the next few months, PayPal will be allowing their customers to store their Bitcoin on PayPal, right? And then one of the features that are going to have with PayPal is that you will be able to purchase, things on the internet or wherever you can use PayPal, and you will be able to use the cryptocurrency that you have on PayPal and pay merchant for merchandise. And the way it's going to work is when you buy something and you use your cryptocurrency through PayPal to buy it, then the transaction will get settled in the local currency. So the technology that they're working on is that you will be able to spend your Bitcoin that you have on PayPal to buy stuff with. So that's another way that you're going to be able to use Bitcoin to purchase things. Is going to be through PayPal.
Thank you, Gersham.
All right, you're welcome. So we're going to wrap things up. Johnson, once again, thank you for having me here. I really appreciate it. Anytime you have any questions, whatever the case may be, please make sure you reach out to myself, reach out to Gel. And for everyone on the webinar, please make sure that you reach back out to Johnson, follow up back with him. Johnson, follow up with them. And so that way, if they have any questions, you can answer the questions for them. But most importantly, you can help them to get started. The startup process is very, very simple. Johnson has done it, so he knows how to do it. So for those of you who are on the webinar, you should have some interest. Believe me, you really should. Don't let this opportunity pass you. So sit down with Johnson, talk to him, and let him show you how to get signed up. And then make sure that once you come on board with us, make sure that you visit our trainings on the webinars that we do every Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and we do live stream, by the way. We do a live stream on Facebook every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time and every Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time as well. So please make sure that you reach out to Johnson, get your questions answered, go to our website, vbitmining.com, and if you have additional questions, email us at support@vbittech.com. With that being said, thank you so much. Johnson, right back to you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, let's end this webinar. See you soon.
All right, you guys take care. See you
Thank you
next
so
time.
much, guys.
Bye.
You guys have a good day.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night, guys.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Larry.
Good day.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.